Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn how to cut a waistcoat. So for this waistcoat, we'll start with the back pattern, because it's the back pattern that we use to create the front pattern. So we'll start with the basic bodies. I've marked out the armhole length, which is 8 inches, then the bust span, which is 10, half length, which is 14.5 inches for the back, while at the front we'll be making use of the total of 17.5 inches for the full length, because we'll be adding extra 4 inches at the front, while at the back we'll not be adding any inches to the length. So we'll curve our armhole round using 1.5 inches, while we'll move over to the neckline. The neckline we will be making use of 2.5 inches by 3 inches for the neckline. That means we'll be making the depth of the neckline will be 2.5 inches, while the wideness will be 3 inches. We'll connect and then we'll go over to the armhole. We'll divide the armhole length by 2 and then we'll come in by half inches, while we use half inches for the shoulder slant. So here I'm dividing the armhole length by 2, which then it will give us 4, and then I will go in by half inches so that we'll use it to give it a perfect curve. So for the dart, we'll be making use of 4 inches. The bust span is 8 divided by 2 is 4, so that means we'll be making use of 4 inches for the dart. So here I'm marking out the 4 inches for the dart. For this we'll be making use of shoulder dart. So after that we'll connect the whole dart to the shoulder and still make use of 1 inches, that is half inches at the both sides for the dart. So here I'm marking out the dart, 4 inches length, which will still connect to the shoulder. So 1 inch for the dart, like I said before, half inch on both sides. So that's what I'm doing here. So we'll impute the remaining part of the measurement. The round bust for this is 36 divided by 4 will give us 9 plus 1 inch for that. So the waist is 30, that is 7.5 inches divided by the waist is 30 divided by 4 is 7.5 inches plus 1 inch for that. I did not add any joining allowance to this. I'll be adding joining allowance while I want to cut the material. So here I'll connect it straight to the shoulder, and then I'll be making use of half inch at both sides the shoulder, and then I'll connect it straight to the bust point. After this, we'll cut the back pattern and keep one side because we'll be using it to cut the front pattern. So here I'm actually done with the back pattern. We'll be cutting it out. We'll just, for the front pattern, the only difference between the front and the back pattern is that we'll first of all mark out 1 inches for the button, and then, like I said before, we'll be adding 4 inches to our half length, making a total of 17.5 inches, while the back neckline is 3 inches by 2 inches. The front will be a V-shaped neckline, and the V shape will go going deep by 7 inches depending on your choice. You can decide to go down more, or you can decide to leave it modest. So I believe that's the only difference between the front and the back. So here I'm marking out 1 inches for button. I've marked it out. I'll do this down, and then we'll place the back pattern on the front pattern to cut. So having done that, I'll place the back pattern on the front pattern and make sure that I accurately marked the whole thing out. So here I'm making sure that I'm marking everything out the way it is. So for the dart, we'll still be making use of 4 inches, and we'll still be making use of shoulder dart for the front. So after that, we'll go over to the neckline. So here I'm making sure that I am marking out the whole thing accurately. I'll first of all impute the same neckline and then add as the back, and then I'll use it to cut the front. Shoulder slant, still added the shoulder slant, making sure that everything is in place. So like I said before, we'll still be making use of bust span, 4 inches for the bust span. We'll connect the line and we'll do it all the way up to the shoulder like we did at the back. Well, it's not a must that you must make use of shoulder darts for this. You can decide to make use of princess darts, or you can decide to make use of waist darts. It's your choice. But I believe that shoulder darts or princess darts gives it that different kind of taste and outlook. So it depends on your choice. You can decide to make it a waist dart. It's perfectly fine, or a princess dart. So I'm still making use of 1/2 inches at the both sides of the shoulder dart, and then making sure that I connect it perfectly to the bust point. So having done that, we'll go over to the neckline and we'll be making use of 7 inches. Like I said before, you can decide to make use of more than 7 inches. If you want your boobs to be showing, you can decide to make use of 8 inches. But here I want it kind of modest, so I'm making use of 7 inches for the V-shaped neckline. So I believe after this we'll go over to the armhole, because we'll still be coming in by 1/2 inches, like I said before, making a total of 1 inches, because at the back we came in by 1/2 inches, while at the front we'll still be coming in by 1/2 inches, making a total of 1 inches. So I will still rule down the bust span line, and then I will connect it. You see the way I'm connecting it? Then I made sure that I left 1/2 inches. I didn't connect it all the way through to the bust span line. I made sure that I left a gap of at least 1/2 inches to it. So that's what I was making sure that I left 1/2 inches that. So here I'm determining how many button that I will add to it. So at the end of the day, I made use of 4 buttons. So here I'm actually trying to impute some pocket illusion, so that I made use of 1/2 inches for the pocket. So there's different types of pocket that you add to this waistcoat. You can decide to add any one you want. You can decide to add pocket illusion. You can decide to add main pockets, depends on your choice. So I came in by 1/2 inches, and then I still smoothly connect it back. So that's actually it for this waistcoat. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and then a thumbs up would be highly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. So the front and the back, I will cut it out. So for the inseam, you make use of 1/2 inches for the joining, while for the outer seam you make use of 1 inches. So here I've cut out the front, the back. Here I'm cutting out the front. And that is it for this waistcoat. You can decide to pair it with skirt, trousers or shorts depending on your choice. So this is the final look. This is the back pattern, why this is the front pattern. Bye.